Okay, in today's video, I'm gonna be doing all the tower battles towers and on the game. Except for this one because I don't have it. But just ignore this, I don't have it. Yeah, none of these because I don't have them. But Golden Sky, yeah. Okay, so first on the list, we're gonna do Scout. I have it. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna go on the soul and see how far Scout gets. Okay, so I got a match on Verdant, and I got Scout. So, yeah, we'll see how far it gets. I'm gonna probably get higher cal. And, yeah. It's okay for early, but it's not the best because it's a star tower. Dude, what's funny is on the Red Scout, they just changed the gun. Although in real life, this would do more damage, but in this game, I'm gonna get higher cal. We're probably gonna die on the hidden bosses and toxics. We're probably gonna die on that wave because that's the way sniper dies on. So I got a max scout on wave 7 and it did pretty good. Oh, it's actually not that good. Wave 8 was our issue. We had a boss 1, but Scout was just beating him to the ground. On wave 12, we were doing okay, and I just kept upgrading Scouts one by one to max. All the enemies on wave 14 died. On wave 17, the boss 2 arrived. We even managed to kill the boss 2. But on wave 21, this is where Scout was struggling. We were losing to the lava enemies. Now, our next tower was a sniper, and I thought this tower would get farther because it is 100 credits instead of being a free tower when you start the game. I hopped on in a match on Cyber Quarters, and I placed down my first sniper right here. At the early games, we were doing worse because Sniper's fire rate was very slow, and its damage could only kill one enemy per second. On wave 8, we got our boss 1. Well, it was 9, but yeah, that was because my snipers couldn't attack it. It took too long. On wave 10, we just killed the boss 1. On wave 15, we killed the Necromancer pretty fast, and we were clapping wave 15. On wave 17, the boss 2 arrived, and we were basically pretty much shredding him. And to my surprise, we killed it faster than Scout did. On wave 22, I had all my snipers to level 4 on the cliff, since I knew level 4 was the best value, so I was saving for a max sniper. On wave 23, we started struggling heavily because a hidden boss was passing through defense. Luckily, on wave 24, I was able to get a max sniper that had a faster fire rate and more damage. But little did I know that wasn't enough to kill all these enemies, so we ended up losing. Even when I got a second max sniper, we still lost the game. Still, wave 25 is better than Scout though. Our next tower on the list is gonna be the Fragger. Oh. The Fragger behind Scout, but the sniper. I forgot Fragger. Okay, anyways, let me hop in a solo here. I got on a match on Desert Outskirts, and I did not expect Fragger to be that good because, well, it said it was worse than the sniper. So yeah, let's see how this tower does. It was doing extremely well for the early game, but I realized that this tower was good for hordes, but not bosses. So I was very close to a max Fragger, but when I maxed it, I couldn't leak this, so I had to get a backup Fragger. But I barely killed the boss. Just that last frag bomb. No! I thought I could survive, but I died. No. Okay, that was depressing. That did worse than a tower that's free. Our next tower on the list is going to be the shotgun. I hopped on a match on Snowy Valley. I mean, Snowy Forest, my bad. So far, I had 4 shotgunners down, and they were doing extremely well for early game. They were basically just spawn killing. At wave 6, I got a level 3 shotgunner, which had a quicker reloading speed, which would be super useful. On wave 8, I sold all my shotgunners so I could get a Bandolier on wave 8. And to my surprise, it was clapping the boss. Although it did weak, it was 68 HP. Wave 9 was easy, but the problem was this tower cannot detect stealth, so I was going to lose on wave 12. But since I forgot I've leaked that boss 1 with 68 HP, the hiddens caught me off guard. Our next tower was going to be Cyro Gunner. I headed on a match on Castle. Okay, so Cyro Gunner doesn't actually do damage on its base level, but when you get this upgrade called Painfully Cold, ice starts doing damage, so it will start doing some damage. I got the level 3 Cyro Gunner that actually does damage, but it didn't do that much, it only did 2. Since I was leaking a bunch of HP, I had to sell my Cyro that was doing damage in the front to get another one in the back to do damage. But I ended up losing the speedies. Because as you can tell, I'm gonna lose some normals, never mind. Oh, damn. I'm gonna die. I surprisingly was still alive on wave 8, but that one speedy killed me. Okay, so our next tower is Farm, which I wouldn't count this, but since it's a tower, I have to count it, because it's a tower. So yeah. For some reason, my game bugged and it still had my Cyro equipped, so I had to leave and rejoin. I headed on a match of Wasteland, and since my loadout didn't bug again. But Farm doesn't actually do damage. It's just a tower that makes you income every wave, also known as money, and you can upgrade it to give you more money. So it can't do damage. This tower will never do damage in its life. No, obviously I have better farming in this, but since it's just only using farm, I don't really care how I farm. But I ended up losing to these speedy rushes. I ended on a match on farmland, and our next tower is a soldier. It has an M116 assault. It has an M116 assault rifle, I believe, and yeah, it looks pretty dope. I got the red skin because you know it's red. It looks swag. And it was doing pretty good for early defense. So, yeah. Yeah, also, sorry you saw my tabs. I forgot to turn on F11 at the start of the video, so I'm sorry about that. On wave 4, I was mostly saying for Surge Train because it gets increases damage, increases clip size, and increases range. On wave 6, I got a level 4 soldier, which was 1,050 cash, and it was doing pretty good. It was beating these lows. On wave 8, soldier was clapping the boss. Like, look at this damage. That's crazy. Once I had 2 level 4 soldiers, everything was going smooth sailing. So I was saving for a max soldier, super soldiery, weaponry improved. Wave 12 was easy. And now that I got a max soldier on wave 13, everything was just going fine. We were just like too OP. Wave 15 was a little easy, especially since I just got another max soldier on wave 17. And soldier was beating the boss too. Like, just look at this damage. We were killing the moltens very quickly. I mean the lavas. And on wave 22, instead of struggling, Soldier was doing extremely well. He even managed to kill the hidden boss. This was the problem. On wave 23, there are 2 hidden bosses, but toxic, and a slow boss, which will stun your towers. So yeah, toxic was kind of scary. But we managed to die because the toxic stunned all my troops, and we died to 2 hidden bosses. Okay, our next tower after Soldier is going to be the Tuber. It had... Sorry. Sorry, I have hiccups. Okay, now my hiccups are gone. Yeah, this is Tuber. It has an RPG, and yeah, it nukes enemies. Isn't that cool? Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, guys, I have to make a part 2 on this, and here, I'm gonna tell you why. I'll tell you exactly why. First of all, I went to bed at 1 a.m., which probably don't think isn't that way, which I agree with you. But I went to bed at 1 a.m. because I was sleepy, and now I'm extremely sleepy. So yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm making a part 2, because I'm extremely tired. Tuber was doing pretty good, but I would not recommend buying this. I would recommend buying Mortal. Because, like, Tuber is, like, kind of like the worst version of Mortal. Because it's Splash. It's basically just a worse version of Mortal. But except it's a ground tower instead of cliff, and yeah, there's a lot of downhills of it. On wave 9, I was able to get the RPG, and it was doing actually solid damage. Like, just watch. Dang, that was good. Salia left of 22 HP. On wave 17, we faced our real fear. It was this guy. So, the damage was okay, but I wasn't that confident of us killing him. Sure, we did 100 damage, but he's already this far. Like, I was not that confident of killing him. We got him to 400 HP, so what I had to do is I had to get a bunch of other backup ones in the back to take him down. But the thing was, now there was stuff there, so yeah. I even ended up killing the boss too, but I was not confident of us staying alive for a long time. Oh, yeah, we for sure did when we said GG's. Womp, womp, womp. Oh, we for sure did. So yeah, I'm gonna end up dying. So I ended up dying to this. Wait. Oh, dang, I survived that? I survived that? Dang.